This is the I Am Salt Lake podcast, showcasing local talent, professionals, and everyday people making Salt Lake City what it is today.
Welcome to episode 10 of the I Am Salt Lake podcast. My name is Chris Hollifield, and tonight we're recording in beautiful downtown Salt Lake City. In this episode, I had an opportunity to sit down with a local band here from Salt Lake City, Hectic Hobo. They refer to themselves as Wild West Gypsy Rock. We're going to have a chance to get to know them a little bit better, and I will be playing a few songs of theirs off of their CD that they put out called We Lost Our Legs in the War. We just can't remember which war. It was really awesome to get to know this band a little bit better. I've heard their music online and whatnot, but I didn't really know a whole lot about them, so it gave me an opportunity to get to know them. First things first, though, I want to tell you about the podcast website, iamsaltlake.com. It's going to connect you with previous episodes for you to listen to, as well as our contact information. There's also a link that you can subscribe to us on iTunes, as well as Stitcher Radio. So go ahead and hop on over there, get in touch with us, drop us an email, and let us know what you think of the podcast. Also, before I do go on any further, I want to let you know that this episode was helped become possible by our friends over at audible.com. They have extended an offer to the I Am Salt Lake podcast listeners with a free audiobook. You just want to hop on over to audibletrial.com /I Am Salt Lake for that free audio book, as well as a free 30-day trial. They have over 100,000 audiobooks that you can select from, and they've been really fun for myself, when you're out driving, commuting to work, doing yard work, just relaxing around the home. It's nice to have an audiobook once in a while to listen to. So go ahead and check them out, audibletrial.com /I Am Salt Lake. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for all the feedback that I've been getting on this podcast, all of the help that I've been getting with promoting and whatnot. It's been a really fun project for me to do. I have some really awesome interviews on future episodes, so like I said, go ahead and subscribe to us on iTunes and connect with us. Leave us a comment while you're there too, because that really helps out our iTunes ratings. Anyways, I don't want to ramble on too much longer. I want to kind of jump right in and play a song by Hectic Hobo before I jump into the conversation that we had at Bar Deluxe. I'm going to play a song here on the CD called Opium. It's one of my favorite songs by the band. It'll give you a little bit of taste. Check them out a little bit. So anyways, again, my name is Chris Hollifield. This is the I Am Salt Lake podcast, and thank you so much for tuning in.
19 was here. The poppy fields covered in blood, and now you act so cavalier.
All right, we're here at Bar Deluxe tonight talking with Hectic Hobo. They're going to be doing the Trifecta show. So let's just kind of go around the room really quick and introduce each other and say what instrument you play and what you bring to the band. I guess we'll start with you.
My name's Troy Horton. I play bass. I'm the newest member of the group. Been here 2-3 months now, and I'm not sure what else I bring to the group. Lots of booze.
My name is Hassan. I sing, I play rhythm guitar, and I always bring my pants.
Excellent.
The fearless leader of the band.
Yeah, Hassan did mention that most of the songwriting comes through him, so a lot of the creative process is Hassan right there.
Yeah, that's true. My name is Ryan Gregson. I play guitar, a little bit of banjo, and
Trash table.
And I bring animal fun facts.
Excellent.
Animal fun fact. Hi, my name's Nick Newberry. I play the accordion. I've been with Hectic Hobo for 6-7 months now.
Yep.
So, and I guess I bring both the bass and the treble in one instrument. So that's my claim to fame.
Very nice.
And harmonica.
No, I thought the rhythm was the bass and the
also
bass
harmonica.
was the treble.
Something like that. Either way.
I'm Eric Petrus. I've been in the group about as long as Nick here as well, but I've known a few of these guys for a while and watched them play, so I've played piano in a couple of groups with these guys and started playing with them, so that's what I play, obviously, is piano. But, probably brings sort of an old-timey feel to it a little bit, sort of mellow it out on the bottom end. It was a very acoustic-y band before a few of us joined in, an accordion guy and myself.
My name's TJ. I'm on drums. I'm an original Hobo member since 2009. One of the two of us. I like to consider myself our spiritual leader.
Excellent. Excellent. So how long has Hectic Hobo been around? I mean, as a band, what would you say?
We started practicing in March of 2009, and our first gig was the summer of 2009. So
what's that? Just over 3 years.
over 3
Wow,
years.
so you guys have been around for a while then. Excellent. So let's say somebody who hasn't heard you guys before. How would you describe your sound?
Well, we've gone through different ways to name it. Right now, we say Wild West Gypsy Rock, which means, what does that mean?
I don't know, when people ask me, I always kind of describe it as like the Avett Brothers meets Go-Go Bordello.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
Beirut meets Tom Waits.
Gypsy punk in some ways.
Yeah.
Gypsy the punk influence.
You just start listing off Americana genres.
It's basically that. It's basically like old time Americana smashed together with Eastern European pure gypsy klezmer and put it together, and that's what you got.
We also have a lot of folk and blues and rock influence with all the experimental genres. Those are like the three basic ones.
A little bit of Depeche Mode.
Yes, that's true. There is a slice of Depeche Mode in one of the songs.
Well, yeah, I mean, everybody brings something different to the table, I'm sure. I mean, how did you guys all meet? Were you guys in bands previous to this, or what?
These two were in a band. We a few of us went to Utah State. TJ and Eric were in a band together called the Rock Band. It's up in Logan. And so they played at the same time I was in a band up there called Haas and Pfeffer Bomb Diggity, and we'd play shows with each other there. Eventually we all moved down Salt Lake or other places, and after a while we kind of hooked up again and like, hey, remember me? We used to play in that band in college, and kind of started that way.
People that want to play music, usually you get to know them. It's a somewhat small community locally, and once you know them for a while. Like, they generally don't slip out of the scene. They'll be playing somewhere with somebody. Well, like Nick here, he's playing with Wanagani, who plays tonight as well. So 2 out of 3 bands he's playing in.
Yeah. Keep him busy.
Is there any any meaning behind the name, or is it just kind of something you came up with, or what?
Hectic Hobo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think kind of from how I imagine the songwriting style, hobo kind of refers to that old time feel. A lot of it is, maybe not. Sometimes it's more present and obvious than others, but a lot of the lyrics come from kind of a political viewpoint, or it's kind of like sticking up for the little guy. Ryan one time noted that all of our songs were about either mischief, murder, or what was
insanity,
mayhem. Yeah, all the songs.
Sort of picture like post-depression era, like reminiscent of the haves and the have-nots, and a lot of this content's about fat cats and the hobos.
And Hectic is just kind of to the kind of the added energy, taking the old time stuff and adding just kind of like the fast-paced, energetic feel to it. So it's kind of descriptive of our style, I guess you could say.
I'm still pushing to change the band name to Hungry Hobos.
And I mean, it seems like you guys have a pretty good, the Salt Lake scene's been pretty, they're pretty receptive. I mean, they enjoy your music. I mean, what's the biggest challenge you guys think that you faced as a band?
I would say getting heard has been, at least for me, that's always, it's there's a limited number of venues, and we try to play all around and play to as many different audiences, and we have the handful of places that we play regularly, but it's hard to, or it's been a challenge to break out of that base and try to spread out and get to other audiences.
So have you guys gone on tour then, or you guys got a tour coming up, or what?
Yes and yes.
Both. Yeah.
Both of it.
We went on tour this summer, and we were doing a repeat, kind of the same path we took the first time around. It went really well. We went into Wyoming and down through Colorado and back up into Utah, and we're kind of doing a repeat route, playing at a lot of the same places, and now we have some fans out there, and
so I mean, it's been pretty. People have been pretty receptive and enjoyed your music outside of Utah as well, and
I think so.
Except in Colorado Springs.
What happened in Colorado Springs?
We played just for an empty cafe. It was a fun little.
The town was on. We rolled into town. The town was on fire. There were.
Yeah, it was during the summer when they
were evacuating the town. And we're playing in this smoky, not from tobacco, but from trees, smoky cafe, and
it's hit and miss when you book your own tour. You may play an awesome bar, and hundreds of people come up. You may play to just the coworkers there at the cafe. So we just kind of went out there and did it, and had a great time, and we had some good results, and we're gonna go try it again here in a couple of weeks.
And are you going out with any bands, or are you just by yourself?
Just us. We'll play with some local bands on the road. Got some people that came to our first show in Laramie that were also in a band that when we came back through are going to open for us this time.
And it's been nice because they've done the legwork in their town to set up the shows for us since they're also playing, and so it's been it saves on the logistics. It's a lot of logistics setting up a tour. It's like it's maddening. I mean, it's so much work, and so it helps.
Phone mostly too, yeah. So
it's by phone and email and
But I mean, the internet's changed that though so much. Anyways, I mean, I remember when I got into music in my teen years, it was like all write a letter and can I play your show, and then put an ad in Maximum Rock and Roll or something. Now we're lucky to have Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that.
Definitely made it easier.
You know, I mean, what you guys use social media. I mean, what do you guys think of that for? I mean, band promotion. I mean, it's pretty.
I think especially when you're a genre that's not as. I mean, I think it's accessible, but I think it's just not as widely known. It's kind of niche, if you will, a little bit. And so Facebook's helpful because people that seek out that kind of specific genre that might not find it on the mainstream. You know, it's nice to have it at your fingertips, and you can just look it up by bands you associate with already with that type of music.
Plus, having the music posted online, it makes it more accessible because you can say, you know, this is not just what we sound like as, you know, as a description. You can say, go to our site.
That's true.
This is us, you know.
There's a video, there's a recording. They can really tell if they like it or not.
Did we have like someone from the UK order a CD? Or something?
Yeah, we have a new fan from the UK and from somewhere else far away, Norway or something like that.
Excellent. So let's back up a little bit to Salt Lake City. I mean, tonight you're playing with a couple other local bands. I mean, you guys see. I mean, what do you guys think of the local music scene? I mean, it's. I mean, there's a lot of great bands. I mean,
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of fun playing the local music scene, and you know, it's been one of the things where we've made contacts with, you know, the local bands that we like playing with. You know, Wanagani and Folk Hogan, you know, are two of our favorite bands to play with. So, you know, it's about, you know, kind of building those connections. You build a connection with a venue like Bar Deluxe. You know, again, we love Casey here. You know, love playing this place and build connections with other bands, and then, you know, it's all about networking. You start, you know, another band is looking to put together a night. They'll shoot you an email saying, hey, you know, we want to play this night. Are you guys available? Type of thing. And you know, there's a lot of networking that goes on within the local music scene to make it what it is.
do you guys play much in Utah County at all? I mean, there's some great bands down there.
The Valley does a pretty good job. Both valleys do a pretty good job of showcasing. We played at Fusion Fest. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Fusion Fest.
Yeah.
Provo, and it was just like 3 days of solid local acts.
And it was awesome. Then all the other acts were super awesome, and we, you know, our show went really well, and we played it down at ABG's. Dane, who books us down there all the time, and it's Utah County also is a great place to play.
I mean, it blows me away. I lived down there years ago, and I mean, there was nothing to do, and now it's like, gosh, you know, it's like some of the bands that are coming out of there are just
one
like
sweet band after another keeps coming out. And
I'm just like, well, what's going on down here?
Yeah. They've even got something resembling a counterculture down there, which surprised the crap out of me.
Let's say you guys had an opportunity to change something about the music industry. What would you change?
Wow, that's a good one.
I mean, or we can come back to that one, I guess.
That's a thinker.
I mean, maybe you guys had a little too many shots.
To that one, to me, it's a lot of just getting on the radio. You know, it almost seems like, especially on some of the pop stations, it's like just the radio industry just cramming, or the music industry just cramming stuff down people's throats and hoping they like something that's easily accessible, instead of maybe going out on a limb a little and taking chances on bands that maybe sound a little bit different. You know, that's like, for example, I'm always surprised that Primus ever made it big, just because they were so edgy and things like that. And you know, we're not that edgy, but you know, it would be nice to get some radio play on popular stations and things like that, and let people decide for themselves what's good music.
Are there any stations around here that have played you guys? I mean, I know that there's been, like, didn't X96 or something used to do a locals only or something?
Yeah.
Do they still do it, or I don't even know?
I think I haven't heard, but I think they still do. We I don't know of any radio play in Utah. We've done it, and we've been on in Idaho and in Colorado. But we're still waiting for KRCL to call us and say, "Hey, we listened to your CD. We loved it.
Yeah,
we want to sell you. We want to give you our station." And
we did a live radio show when we were in Boise a couple months ago now.
Yeah.
What station was that?
Radio Boise.
Radio Boise.
Yeah.
K.
We did like a 30, 40 minute set there. That went really good. And we had people come to our show because they heard us on the radio that day, so it was really good.
I can go back actually to your previous question about the music industry. I think it is moving it is changing in the way that it should, which is kind of like it's kind of like death of the superstar, and now, you know, there's a lot more bands that can get a little bit of themselves out there, and people can actually, you know, more. You don't have to be you don't have to be U2 to be famous. Like you can get your music out there, at least in your own realm, and a lot more bands can do that because of, you know, internet and just kind of the DIY mentality and stuff. So I think the music industry is, I wouldn't say the industry is being forced to change in that way, I guess, which I think is a good thing. More music.
Yeah, a lot of indie bands just like crossing over to the real big mainstream hits. Bon Iver, Arcade Fire taking Grammys. It's
Which
pretty
hopefully
crazy.
makes record companies rethink who they sign as well, because they're not just signing. Todd and I went to a jazz scrimmage the other day, and every single song they played had like a techno backbeat, and it was just cookie cutter production. And hopefully more producers rethink what is or a good idea to sign. That it widens that field a little bit too.
Also the necessity of being signed to make it, I feel like, is kind of disappearing. Not disappearing, but lessening. Like, you don't necessarily have to hope for that big record contract in order to make
a major label.
Yeah,
you don't have to sell your soul to Virgin Records to make it big.
Yeah. When you guys aren't making music, I mean, what are some other interests you guys got? I mean, are you guys just too busy playing music, or I mean, what else do you guys enjoy doing?
We found ourselves with quite a bit of downtime on tour, and we like to play hacky sack and frisbee. Brings us together, gets some exercise, something different than playing music together or just eating or talking. It's always a good time. It's a good pastime of ours.
It should be noted that TJ is a official band pastime coordinator.
That's true.
He's the activities director for this band. Yeah.
But I mean, also, I think we all have our own, differing interests. I mean, I feel like we're pretty different in our outside lives. Aside from being friends and bandmates, I mean,
I would never hang out with.
We would never.
Just to practice and shows.
I'm a rural boy. I'm from Duchesne. I'm the only non-Salt Lake guy out of these guys. So
he comes on the weekends for the shows.
I live a totally different lifestyle than most.
He lives on the farm.
So wait, you live on a farm? I mean, do you have animals? I mean, tell me about
my
that.
My extended
man.
family does.
Okay.
I've had a connection out there most of my life, but I just started a company like 3 years ago, noxious weed management business out there.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's seasonal business, and it affords me enough of my own flexible free time that I come out to Salt Lake almost every weekend.
So I mean, what do you think of Salt Lake? I mean, is it? I mean,
I like it. I've always had a foot in Salt Lake in some way. I'm not a city mouse by any means. I wouldn't want to live here, but I love coming out. I love the music scene. There's not much of a music scene out in Duchesne. There's a bar.
Just the fact that you use the term city mouse means you're not a city mouse.
This is probably true.
All right. Well, sounds like they're getting some other music going here. So tonight, I mean, what can people expect from you guys? I mean, tell me about a live set. I mean, you guys seem like you probably bring a lot of energy. I mean, tell me about your live performance a little bit. I mean, what people can expect. I mean,
what do you think, Nick?
I think every show you're gonna hear something different. That's we change up our sets every show, and even a lot of our stuff we're really interactive. So you might hear the same song in two different sets, and it might sound different. So but we always bring a lot of high energy, a lot of different sort of variety, and so it's not good. I definitely think we're one of those bands that from song to song it's gonna pique your interest, and our stage presence alone, I think will make the crowd very happy.
Yeah, we try to showcase a range of styles too. I mean, we got a bit of a range in styles, I'd say.
We've got 2 albums of songs now, so we can go back and forth from those. Lately, we've been learning different covers that we normally wouldn't. Like, not necessarily like an Abbott Brothers or a Mumford and Sons cover, but a Yeasayer or maybe like a Material Issue, an obscure 80s band.
We were this close to learning 7 Prince covers.
So we try to throw that in our set list, a cover there at the end. And we've got the songs that we usually play, and there's lots of songs that we can shuffle through and try to pick a different range of songs that showcase off, the harmonica and the piano solo and just different things.
well, excellent. And you guys are playing first tonight, and it's going to be a fun night. And anything you want to add? I mean, you guys are on Facebook and Twitter. I'll list the links on the website.
Also, ReverbNation.com
and
/Hectic Hobo.
That's
kind of our website.
And actually, I didn't touch on the CD at all. You guys got a CD?
Yeah, our second album just released it. We lost our legs in the war. We just can't remember which war.
Okay.
And it was really fun. We homemade it, just like we did our first one. did it all ourselves and got it printed and did all the design and everything, and it's a badass CD and everybody loves it. Everybody.
Yeah, you can find us on Facebook and message us, and we can sell you. Glad to sell you the CD. So.
Excellent.
Come to a show.
Come
and
out
buy
to
it
a
for
show.
almost $10.
Best way to get both.
$10 or whatever you can afford. We'll bargain. So.
Hobos, maybe.
And so after tonight, you guys are going on tour. I mean, any other Salt Lake shows coming up, or
The
besides
next
that you
Salt Lake
wanna
show
plug, or-
is
October 26th.
October 26th at the American Legion in South
Halloween.
Salt Lake. It's a
That's
Halloween party.
it's not Friday, right? That's a Friday.
Yes,
Yep.
Friday. Yep.
American Legion, and I'll get the information from you guys, and I'll post that on the website. What bands are you playing with there?
It's all us.
Just us.
Just you guys,
Yep.
and obviously everybody dress up and come out and
Yeah.
have fun.
It's a Halloween
and,
show.
Halloween show, and
Yeah, very, very cold PBR on draft if you like that. Plus, lots of cheap drink specials that night too.
excellent.
Also, one more thing. We'll be in Laramie October 18th. We'll be in Steamboat Springs
Yeah, if you know.
Friday, October 19th. And 2 shows in Fort Collins Saturday, October 20th.
Excellent. Well, I'm just kind of wrapping it up here because it sounds like there's some other music and other excitement going on out there. But, I appreciate you guys coming on. I'd like to get you guys on again and even, get more in depth and find out more about you.
Sure.
When we can get to, when I can get my, somewhere we're set up where we not as bad as sound backup, but anything else you want to add? I mean, before we let you go, I mean, like I said, I'll list all the links, and
Now's our chance to start a feud with another band.
I mean, what are some? Let's actually be why I do got you here. I mean, what are some other bands that people should check out? Some up and coming local bands.
The 2 bands we're playing with tonight, obviously, Wanagani, Folk Hogan. We play with the band out of Utah County every once in a while called John Ross Boyce.
Yeah, and actually, I just interviewed them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Those guys are fantastic.
And
They're on tour
yeah,
right now.
Yeah, they're on tour, and those guys are awesome, really awesome.
I'd like to throw a plug in for Spirit Master, who's one of my favorite local bands.
Okay.
Who's very different than from our style. I mean, but they are one of the best bands in Salt Lake, and you should definitely listen to them.
Excellent.
Also, I'd recommend Holy Water Buffalo, those boys from Heber. No
Oh, yeah.
Rock.
If you
and
haven't had a
beautiful.
chance to listen to Depeche Mode,
I
especially their early stuff,
I sent you to be a Depeche Mode fan. Or is there an inside joke I'm missing?
No, I
you're
really
nailed
do
it.
love Depeche
Yeah.
Mode.
You nailed it. Go ahead. Reach out and touch the mic.
Excellent. Well, you guys are definitely, you seem like a fun group of guys, and I'm eager for the show tonight. And thank you very much for coming on tonight.
thank you.
Thank you. All right, thank you so much, Hectic Hobo, for sitting down and talking with me and let me find out a little bit more about you. Hop on over to iamsaltlake.com. I'm going to go ahead and put all the links that you can connect with them. They're Facebook, they're on Twitter, they're on Reverb Nation. I'm going to go ahead and put those links at iamsaltlake.com. And again, you can connect with us on there, listen to previous episodes of the podcast, as well as just getting in touch with us. Seriously, folks, thank you so much for supporting the show. Without your help, without your donations, without any of this show wouldn't be possible. I have a lot of really cool stuff in store for this podcast. I have a lot of really awesome things happening in November. So keep a close eye. Follow me on Twitter. Connect with me on Facebook. Feel free to add me as a friend on Facebook. My personal Facebook is facebook.com/Holifield, HOLIFIELD. I do have those links in the contact information on the website. But there's a lot of really cool stuff happening for myself as well as my wife, who does Sorry Clementine. She has we're going to have a grand opening party for her Sorry Clementine store coming up here shortly. Make sure to stop by and check the store out. That is 366 South, 500 East, right there at the Ray Building. Right across the street, there's Walgreens. If you know where Velocity Bags is, right there. Check out her shop. tell her, say, hey, you know what? I Am Salt Lake Podcast told me to check it out. So, that'd be awesome. So, anyways, I'm going to cut out here. I'm going to end the show. I want to start getting this show up maybe even a couple times a week if possible. So, I don't know. Tell me your feedback on that. Is that going to be too much for you guys? Let me know. Email me, iamsaltlake@gmail.com. Let me know what you think. I'm going to play one more song here from Hectic Hobo, from the We Lost Our Legs in the War. We just can't remember which war. I'm going to go ahead and play the song McGregor. It's on their album. Another awesome song of theirs. Check them out. Hectic Hobo. Next time they're playing near you, connect with them on Facebook, Twitter, all that fun stuff. Let's make Salt Lake City awesome, because I love this town. I don't know about you guys, but I love living here. It's a beautiful city. So I'll see you guys next time. Remember to subscribe to us on iTunes, leave us a comment, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night.
Hey there, McGregor. Hey there, McGregor, out there in your field. How much crop do you yield? Hey there, Rocio. Hey there, Rocio, up there in your room. Please come down soon. Oh, be down by noon. Hey, oh. Hey conquistador, hey conquistador, out there in the wild, don't you ever get tired. Hey there, senator, hey there, senator, up there on the hill, do you think of me still? Do you think of the powders and pills that I gave you there on the hill? Hey, oh, and we see what we want with our eyes when we want to believe it. And we hear what we want with our ears when it sounds like our side. And we sing with the angels as long as they're wearing our colors. Yeah, we see what we want to believe when we look with our eyes. Hey there, McGregor. Hey there, McGregor, out there in your field. How much crop do